If a plane is hijacked, are you the kind of character who keeps everyone calm?
No, no, no. No eye contact. Look down. If he says stand on one leg, you comply with a fucking person who's hijacked the plane. I'm not gonna be like, excuse me. I think everyone must. I'm like a Jaan Pyari. Like, hi guys, welcome back to Moment of Silence Pod. I'm Sakshi Shivdasani.
I'm Nana Bhan.
I say Naina is the main character, which is why this entire episode is research around what a main character does. So we were watching Naina for a week when we were doing the research. All the construction work going on outside our windows was just me and Ashna in Ganges. And I have to say, main characters just do it different.
Shut up.
I've never seen Naina eat like in a way that's not ethereal.
This is such donkey shit.
What?
What the hell?
Only a main character would think of donkey shit. I just have to say. The rest of us plebeians, just bullshit.
Please comment down below if you think Sakshi is anything but a main character.
My goal is to be a sidekick, and that is what my role is in this podcast. Where like Naina says something, I'm like, preach. You go,
You're rage
girl.
baiting me. That's next week's episode. Why are
Is
you
it?
doing this to me right now?
No, I'm not rage baiting you. It is our last episode for the day, actually, which is why our energy. We say this every time.
Yeah,
Our
so-
first episode energy is off. Middle episode.
Only the middle one is good. The end can go up and down.
That's why we're giving the middle slot to guests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next week you shall see Shamik on the pod. Very excited about that. But yeah, this episode is about main character energy and how to capture that essence. Is it a curse? Is it something you should aspire for? Is it something you're innately born with? Or is it something that you can put on? So Sakshi, as the biggest main character in the world, what are your thoughts?
Okay, you know how in like chick flicks and rom-coms and stuff, the main character is always this like small, docile girl who is very like uh, compliant and just a quiet girl, and the quiet girl always gets the guy or the outcast. I was never the outcast, so I never felt like I was always the antagonist, right? A girl that's loud, or like if she wants something she goes and gets it and all of that, and that is always portrayed as so negative as a trait, or like a super type A, not go with the flow, like telling her boyfriend, for instance, I'm thinking of Regina George, like keep your hair like this or whatever. And I think I was always one of those people, like that was super type A, super on top of what I wanted to do, super not compliant. No one was gonna ask me to sing a song and then I would be the best at the song. But I was like, guys, I didn't even know I was good at singing. Like if I was good at something, you best believe everyone knew it.
Yeah, I feel like in films, when you're looking at female main characters,
Yeah.
life is mostly happening to them. They seem like they've submitted to their fate, and something has to crash and burn for some energy inside them to wake up and prove the world wrong. Whereas the side characters in all the films, they're just like taking life on by the shoulders
Yeah.
and maneuvering it in whichever direction it has to. I really liked Off Campus in that regard, where, okay, it felt one step above AI slop in terms of the way it was written. I liked the show, so don't come for me. But I
haven't
did
watched it.
enjoy that all the characters, actually, all the side characters had really interesting arcs, and they weren't just left to their own devices and left to the side because they weren't the main two
Yeah.
people.
Just like Nadania.
Rage baiting is next week.
Sorry.
But okay, can we come to a conclusion on what we think main character is? Do you think one should be a main character?
I think of your own life, if you aren't a main character, then that's a problem. You know, there's a lot of, I see this in male friendships more than women friendships, where they kind of pick one person to be their group leader, and then whatever that person says, that's what goes.
Yeah.
I don't know if as men they see that in women friendships, but it's very obvious, you know, when you're dating someone, you meet their friend circle and you're like, oh, there seems to be a hierarchy. It's happened at least when I was younger, not so much anymore. But that really puts into perspective, like, that being a side character in your own life is so embarrassing.
A lot of people are side characters in their own lives.
In their own lives?
Yeah, because you're constantly playing life out depending on what somebody else thinks. Like, as simple as what somebody else thinks the day should go as. You're like, okay, I'm here to go along with the flow.
Yeah.
Or at work, somebody else from the team is governing the direction of a project or something. You're like, yeah, okay, I'll go along with whatever needs to be done.
But always the side character is the one that is governing everything, right? The main character is the one that goes with the flow.
In real life or in
Not
movies?
in real life. If you're being educated through movies,
Yeah.
or if you're being influenced, not educated through movies, then every time you're assertive or every time you're not going with the flow, you're like, I'm the antagonist. I'm Komalika, basically. As soon as I say, actually, I'm not okay with this, a very common scene in movies is when the main character is given a pile of work and told to complete it in 8 hours. They have to pull an all-nighter to complete it. If someone does that with anyone, I hope they'd be like, actually, I'm
Please.
not doing it.
Yeah, I have a
This is the pits. A movie, when you see that, you're like, this lazy, not hardworking person is gonna go home and enjoy a drink. When the main character is going to do all the work and next morning she's gonna be like, all done, which is not true in real life. But I guess that's where the romanticizing the hustle comes from.
So in real life,
In real life, what's the main character, are you asking?
yeah.
Oh, what is the main character for you?
Main character, and firstly, that term is totally like so
Bastardized.
bastardized. It main character energy and main character whatever is like 2026 for girl boss, right? I
Yeah.
hate the term girl boss. I don't mind having the qualities of one, but if I would to go out and describe myself as a girl boss, I would get the ick massively.
You're never out about town girl bossing?
No. In that white pantsuit.
Girl bossed up?
I hate it. And main character energy, Chat GPT's favorite term to use in like female scripts. You know,
AI slop.
AI slop to the core. Every brand brief, every script that's written. This is a generic script. You don't have to follow it, but do your own thing. But it's like, I'm in my main character era.
Literally. And I just feel like,
And I was like, what is my main character? What does that mean? I'm in my main character era. Matlab ki what? I'm.
means nothing, basically. It's
But
just
if
that
you like, what would it mean? Like, how would you feel like you're in your main character era?
I've seen it mainly when they're talking about skincare.
But how do you feel if I was to say, Sakshi, are you in your main character era? What era are you in?
According to AI or according to me?
According to you.
Oh, main character means you're just doing your own thing. You're like not bothered by outside elements. You're every day, if you have to picture this. Someone is recording your life. Is it fun to watch?
And if it's not fun to watch, you're not a main character.
Then you're in your sleep mode. Then you're in your filler episode.
Okay.
This season has taken a break.
Okay. Fair.
Yeah, every day is not a shoot day.
Every day is a shoot day.
Bro.
Every day is a
This-
shoot day. Okay, you tell me some these things.
In the same vein, actually, Lucky Girl Syndrome,
Yeah.
which is, I think, a repackaged main character era. I don't think it works.
Lucky girl syndrome is that things just happen
Yeah.
for you, right? They just unfold.
Yeah, I don't think that's true. I think that's another product of too many rom-coms where
I'm
things just
constantly
happen
waiting
you.
for things to fall apart.
It
Like
doesn't happen.
every week that life goes well, I'm like, this is the last week. Life's gonna go well. Next week, something insane is going to happen.
Yeah.
And so
Does
you
it?
never. It does.
And
My SIM card stopped working this morning, and I'll never recover from this.
yeah. Like the entire flight I was like, I'm gonna get an upgrade because I have lucky girl syndrome. I'm gonna get an upgrade. I asked for an upgrade. They said it's 1.5 lakhs. I said,
Lucky
I'm not
girls
that
they have to
lucky.
be rich to be lucky.
No, I don't think so. I feel like that there's definitely unlucky people in the world. Like we all know unlucky people. But I think the things will just happen to me is a way for people to tell you to switch your brain off. Like
Okay.
don't work hard. Things will just happen for you so that when things don't happen for you, then we can oppress you. It's true. It's a fact. Look it up.
I don't look at it like a film.
Okay.
If I'm in my main character energy or era or whatever, yeah, I'm living life in a way that's most peaceful to me. And actually, if you translate that to a film, it's the most boring film in
Yeah.
the world. But I feel the most at peace in creating the least controversy and making my life the least hard. That's when I was like, oh, I finally transcended into my main character. Because before this, I was living for every other character. And I was a side character.
Hmm.
And that was a fun film. That was
but-
episodic. Yeah.
A series of films.
But I do think main character energy is something that is a huge cross to bear. And you know, when people are like, just turn on your main character energy, if you're not feeling it in your body and if you can't come with full confidence, then you'll never be able to fool anyone, even yourself.
Yeah. But you know, we have a very dystopian take on main character.
Which I'm
Like,
realizing
yeah,
as
as
we're
we
going
speak.
through this episode.
Because I feel like main character energy is supposed to be like, you know, that girl on the subway that used to make those dancing videos.
That's main character.
That's main character energy, but also then I feel like I have major side character energy.
Right?
Because you couldn't catch me dead.
Like Geet is a main character.
Annoying.
You couldn't
Yeah.
catch me there. The girl in the Whisper ad is a main character.
Just sit at home.
Main characters are too performative, is what I'm realizing.
I feel like main characters are peacocking. Like they're like, oh, look at me, look at my feathers, da, 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 da. Like, have you tried the quiet luxury of main characters? You know, if we are the main characters, the movie is fucking depressing.
Yeah.
Like, we're not an entertaining watch for sure. But I think this episode is supposed to be like, oh, if you have a Prada re-edition in sequence, you're a main character.
Yeah, I
So we
think-
were like, what is life? Like, why are we so like sad?
Yeah, I think main characters are extremely performative people, and if you don't inherently feel like a main character, then how can you be a main character? And in each decade, it looks different. Like when you're a main character in your teens, that's pretty cool. Main character in your 20s, early 20s, cool. Late 20s, little scary.
It depends, right? Like, I mean, I feel like in your early 20s, when people aren't figured out with their shit, they have more time for time pass.
Yeah.
But then people that like don't evolve and stay that main character in the group, and they still. I'm thinking about Gullu. He's 30
You know what I'm
years old.
wondering? Are you switching from real life to film to film? to
No,
real
I
life?
was always talking about
Every time
how
I'm like,
film
yeah,
is-
nodding along. She's like in a movie, and then I
Yeah.
get so thrown off.
Because it's opposite, right? Like I'm saying, when you think of a main character, at least me, and I maybe this is a me problem, but I always feel like I'm being watched.
You
So-
are being watched.
Yeah, so I'm always thinking about would I do this if like there were cameras around, which is why sometimes I give myself the ick just doing things by myself.
Okay.
Like this is not how main character would perform.
You've been on camera since your early 20s.
Yeah, 21, 22.
So now has that realization of who you are in reality and you being watched all the time become kind of very fluid?
I feel like my career came because of the way I was. It has nothing to do with me being on or off camera. I was always operating as if people are watching me. So then I was like, why not vlog if I'm always under this scrutiny? But then sometimes I'll be like showering and then I'll do something like gross in the shower, right? Like you clean yourself.
And then
I'm
to the
like,
editor, you're
"Yuck,
like,
cut this out. And it's like a peeping Tom of my neighborhood.
okay, is this a main character or a side character trait?
Oh, we did say we'll start with the game.
Yeah. Getting your hair done every day.
It's super main character.
Non negotiable.
Dude, also, people that have made fun of women for not wanting to get their hair wet in the pool are like the most irritating species of people.
Agree.
You don't know what it takes.
Imagine that you have just bought a phone. How much you care about the screen of that phone and how much it gets scratched. That's how much we care about the way our hair is after we get a blow dry.
I agree. I also think if you want to dunk me in the pool when my hair is done, you must dunk your phone in the
Yeah,
pool
exactly.
first.
It's the
Yeah.
same exact thing.
Yeah. Thank you. That's a great analogy, Naina.
Picking up fallen food, saying 5-second rule and eating it. That's
That's
some
just a
side character
thing.
shit, dude.
What?
Side characters get freaky. The stakes are different in side character world.
Really?
Yeah.
I would fully do that. Like y'all don't pick up food from the floor?
Fully. Depends on the floor.
Depends on the floor. Yeah, not on the road.
Depends on which road.
In
She's for the streets.
Altamount
It's just
Road.
me picking up snacks from the street.
Dude, I do have to say,
Yeah.
there's this junction in Bandra where literally main road people used to pull their dicks out and piss, okay? And someone just put a bunch of potted plants there. That's so main character.
But now there's like dug up tunnels everywhere, so you can pee in any.
No.
No?
I feel like pissing on the road is super side character.
That is super side character.
Yeah.
But like off the side of a cliff, that's pretty main character.
What if there's wind and it comes back?
That's pretty side character.
That would only happen to a side character.
Okay. Always being on time, main character or side character?
I think it's a side character, but I love doing it.
Same.
Yeah. I think it's so lame, like waiting and then you're like, inherently waiting while and being on your phone while you're waiting is so side character. But if you're waiting for someone to come, you have to read like a magazine or something. You can't wait on your phone like hunched.
I often think about this. I'm like, okay, I want to be here on time, and I know I'm going to have to take the L of being
The person
waiting idle. So, what can I do? What hobby, what activity can I partake in that will make this less excruciating?
Yeah, because you can't be looking at the door when your guest enters.
And if you're on the phone, that now
Aura
everyone
loss.
knows. Yeah, aura
Yeah.
is lost. This person is clearly here alone.
You have to carry a book.
A book, yes.
Yeah.
Or like you start crocheting or something.
Yeah, and you can't have your AirPods in, unfortunately.
AirPods are still cool.
No. Like then you have to like it's not a good visual, I would say.
Yeah, I think if you're on time, and time is such a big part of celluloid main character, right? Because if the love interest was on time, then there would be no airport chase. And if there was no airport chase, there would be no grand declaration of love. It would just not be a vibe.
Yeah.
It's like missing opportunities is what creates the drama for the main character.
But I hate that trope.
I do
like the
too.
misunderstanding, like missed opportunity, like someone is not at home, so they didn't get the phone call, and then they're waiting in the middle of a park. Like,
The Notebook.
Yeah.
She didn't get the letters, and he wrote to her every day. And then he
And
made her a house.
which is why you need text messages sometimes. So I get the appeal of WhatsApp. But
Okay.
it's still super side character.
Never being camera on video calls. Main character or side character? That's main character.
That's main character.
AF.
Yeah. But okay, when you have 5 calls a day, which can I complain for another minute?
If it has something to do with me, then
Not
no.
at all.
Okay, fine.
Basically, I told everyone that I'm coming back from Australia on the 11th and I will be working from the 13th because I don't want to work. Now, apart from actual other things going
Oh
on.
no, that was the main thing.
No, I had to go visit my dad and stuff. There was a bunch of shit happening. But that day, everyone in my life took it to mean she doesn't want to shoot. She doesn't. So I've had 7 calls the day I got back. No, very few Moss calls, I have to say, other calls. But I had 7 calls. Maybe out of them 2 were Moss calls. So I have sat down at 11:30 for calls, and I've gotten out at 7 from calls. I'm not keeping my camera on. If I'm working from home, I'm clearly eating and everything in the middle of all of this. I'm not keeping my camera on. So my main thing is, I think work from home is side character.
What's the worst thing you've done with your camera off on call while everyone's being
I've
serious?
peed.
Peed.
Yeah.
Not like getting a pedicure or a massage.
I straight up keep my camera on when I'm getting a pedicure. Pedicures, though, calls can happen during pedicures.
Yeah.
What's the worst thing you've done?
Yeah, get a massage.
Yeah, that's fine.
I was getting my hair blow dried.
Yeah,
I had to
that's
ask him to
bad.
stop each time. I had to unmute the thing
Yeah.
to enter my point into the
That I've gotten facials, all of that, so I don't even consider. Like, that's only peeing, I feel little respect. But if you have to go, you have to go. But the problem is, if you unmute while peeing, the acoustics of the bathroom are very
Everyone
evident.
knows you're in the bathroom when you're taking a
Yeah.
call from the bathroom, right?
But you can't unmute, you can't not unmute when you're asked to unmute, because then people think you're not listening.
But also, it's a secret between all of us, right? Because the echo really changes the tenor of your voice.
Yeah. But it's not a secret. I feel like it's just what's not allowed on a video call. You can't stop
No,
me.
I would just say on a regular call. I'm not going to sit on the pot and have a full fucking like script being read to me.
And if you need to pee and someone is doing, okay, when you're on a brand call, some intern has to read out this whole presentation that they've sent to you 24 hours before. So you've seen it. Now they're reading it page by page, and you don't have any contribution. This is just for their oral dictation exam.
Yeah.
So you're like, let them cook. I need to expel liquid from my body, unfortunately. It's not like I wait for these calls to take
You're
a
like,
piss.
now is the perfect
Like,
time.
just when she says niacinamide. I'm not doing that. But if I need to pee, I'm not going to hold it in.
See, brands, you will not get that kind of treatment with me. I promise it's 100% no pee during work calls policy.
Are you trying to poach rage waiting brand deals?
I am.
That's a good attempt.
Is it
Nena
mean?
gets the brand name wrong. Just
Yeah,
by
that's a big reason why I don't get the brand deal for sure. Knowing exactly what you want to order at a restaurant before you even open the menu.
That's damn lame. That's
So
so
pretty.
lame. I love doing it, but that's an aura loss.
That's side character.
Yeah.
Main character is getting like wined and dined, and she doesn't open the menu.
I had a friend that everywhere we went, no matter how fancy it was, he would ask for grilled vegetables with a protein.
That's
That's
very sad.
so
That's
main
no way to live
character.
life.
And a bottle of wine.
That's pretty main character.
So main character. But I've never been chic enough to not be like a eater. Like, you know, like going to a party and fucking attacking the charcuterie board is so side character. But I'm the person sitting in a corner with like chips and dip and
Fully.
eating it.
Yeah, I think Nehru's mom used to make sure that he had one meal at home and then go out in public to eat, because you should never be seen as an overeater.
Yeah, and I fear lots of people have seen
See
us
me
as
as an
overeater.
overeater. For sure. I might be the single person at brand events eating, just chomping through the hors d'oeuvres.
And they're not even good. You just need something to do.
Ordering for the whole table without asking.
Yeah. Shoot me.
I feel like if a guy did it, would be kind of sweet.
No.
Yeah, like imagine you, Arjun, and your family go out for dinner, and he orders for the
Some
full table.
vegetarian nonsense.
No, keeping in mind everyone's dietary
Preference.
habits. Yeah,
And you know,
that's
sure.
so sweet.
But I hate being the person ordering for the whole table.
There's some power to it, and if you do it well, like in my books, you're up there.
I'm quite an over orderer.
But you order well.
Yeah, but I order too much.
It's pretty main character of you. Asking your mom to book your doctor's appointment.
Lame.
That's not even side characters. Side characters would do it themselves. Main characters would also do it themselves.
Side characters would maybe like be like anxious to call, and then they would end up like saying something like, have a good checkup, thanks, you too. That's pretty side character. But they would still do it themselves.
Main character would be like falling in love with the cute doctor, and then you trip on the subway, and then you bump into them, and then you're like, oh, it's you again, you know.
Yeah.
And then they kind of have this like hate thing going. Then she ends up at his clinic, and then
Because he misdiagnoses her PCOS.
that part I didn't reach of this rom-com.
Why would she hate her
where the-
doctor?
You know, no, he doesn't. She doesn't know
first
he's the
she
doctor
bumps into
first.
him.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh my God, you have such an attitude," and she's like, "Who doesn't do X, Y, Z?"
Yeah.
And then she
she's-
books the thing to his clinic, and then she's like, "You again?"
Like they end up sharing a cab, but she got the cab first, and he was like, "Sorry, lady, I have work. I have an appointment." And she's like, "You're
what
not
are you,
special."
a doctor?
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
It's like both of us are writing smart in our head, obviously.
Crying in the shower instead of talking about it. That's side
Have you
character.
ever cried in the shower?
Yeah.
Like with the shower on? I can't multitask like that. One time I heard, like, I mean, obviously I know this crying in the shower thing is nice, but I just couldn't get myself to commit to the tap on. I just sat on the floor of the bathroom and cried. But it wasn't any more fun than crying in bed.
Yeah. Now I'm almost like, dude, the thing is, I start watching reels and then I can't even have a good cry because I forget that I was crying.
Yeah.
And it really takes away from the crying experience.
You have to cry while driving.
I don't mind crying in the backseat,
Yeah.
wailing in the Uber.
Dude, like while you're traveling, crying is the best.
Best.
Best cry. Because who cares? You're never going to see these people again.
Cried at the salon.
No. Gym is
Gym.
my like place to cry.
Yeah.
I love crying at the gym. It's so embarrassing, but you sweat a lot more.
In the gym, it's especially a great place because you want to show up being the strongest version of yourself. So your guards are already super high. But to exercise and push your limits, you have to have your guards really low. And then somewhere in the middle of that, they ask you to do a box jump. And then the tears come really hard.
Box jump made you cry?
Box jump made me cry.
Oh, mine was so fucking random. Basically, these guys were playing like dribbling the football around in the gym, and I guess one of them lost control, and that football has hit me in the side of my neck. And the thing is, I don't know if everyone has this, but any sort of impact on my face immediately makes me want to cry, like tear up. And then I'm like, if the tears are out, then might as well start sobbing. Why stop now? But it's quite pathetic, the way I cried.
But I do agree. If you are crying, people get afraid of negative emotions because they're like, oh, this emotion will take over my whole body. But crying is the same as feeling happy. Even happiness doesn't last more than 3 minutes. So,
What?
like, every extreme emotion has like plateaus very fast.
Oh, really?
But when you try to avoid the emotion, you elongate the emotion. You never run away from it. It's not like suddenly, oh, I didn't cry, so now my sadness is gone because I escaped it long enough. It's right there. And then when you try and do the box jump, it comes out. Or
Yeah.
whatever you do, it comes out. So if you're feeling really sad and you're afraid to cry, you should just cry because at the end of that wail is a bright day,
A rainbow.
a rainbow.
I celebrated my first 1 year meeting my BF anniversary over the
Yes.
weekend. But I don't agree that it was our anniversary because both of us went on dates the next night.
First date anniversary.
First date anniversary, who says, yaar? For, you can say anniversary of the time we met.
Yeah.
Because none of us, like, we were like unofficial for a couple of months,
Yeah.
which is fine. I'm happy to count that. But if both of us, like whores, have gone out on a date one night after, like we're some like sluts running around town, then I feel like out of respect for the other people that got one date with us, we must pipe down.
Well, I have the opposite where I feel like the reason why I know I'm with someone for the long term is that we have no memory of like an anniversary.
Which-
And the
yeah.
anniversary passed, we're like, hey, we should have done something. We're like, yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. That was it. That was the celebration. Both of us agreeing that we should have done
We should have
something.
done that. Bro, the
Next
way
year.
my eye will twitch. No, but we ended up checking out 2 new restaurants, which one was Punchline and one was Alba, the pasta bar,
Yeah.
which was really good. Except we took my dog, and he was being quite a menace because I left him alone, right, for like a bit, which Naina was so sweet. She went and visited Sushi a couple of times, and
He was thriving.
he was really having. Everyone has reported that my child is better behaved when I'm not here. Yeah,
True.
and that's why I came back. I hate
The
to
fuck
see
up is
him.
people my age, right? Like their anniversaries are celebrated so hardcore. Like anniversary, he pops the question. Anniversary, we just made a down payment on a house. Anniversary, we're pregnant with our second child. Anniversary, I'm like, where? Just take me to a bar. Like,
Yeah.
okay, what
Yeah.
happened to the casual celebrations? Like, no one needs to buy a house.
How about cuddling?
How about cuddling? How about a good old fashioned little spoon?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, once a year.
Okay. Never being the one to text first.
That's super lame. You
Yeah.
miss out on so many opportunities.
So true. Moses and I have been playing this game for 4 years.
yeah.
Fully never spoken. To this day, I don't know his last name.
Oh, it's called.
Also, someone commented he's not 27. Huh? Just Wikipedia got the age wrong and he's run with it. And I'm not like cradle snatching or whatever.
So I feel like, haven't you clarified this a bunch?
Yeah, I have to keep clarifying.
Oh, yeah.
At least we've progressed past like hard launch, soft launch. She's
Yes,
dating
yeah. Oh my
him.
God, is she dating Moses Call? Her co-star in Class? Yeah, wait, do you think having so much information about yourself, both of us, is main character or super sidey?
It's we will go down in history as a ... You know?
Yeah, depressing.
Like the only time I was included in something was when I was the first 60 people in India to get Omicron. And I was like,
You were?
Yeah. I
That's
was like, I'm in a heavy like a statistic. 60 people. In
Yeah.
a country of 1.6 billion people.
I can say this. I've thought about this. Okay, so I think I would be the first Indian woman in Mumbai to memorize all 179 or 80, 190 country names.
What?
Remember, I told you.
But why would you be the first?
I don't think anyone else has taken the time to do this.
I don't think anybody's taken the time to make a public admission of this.
Yeah, so that's the game, sweetie.
Okay,
It's called
let me flip
PR.
it.
Look it up.
Let me flip it. I would be the first Kashmiri woman.
Yeah, go for it. Slay.
Stop. Like talking to my mom. I guess to have a podcast.
No other Kashmiri woman after or before I had a
तो नहीं
podcast.
है.
Shireen didn't have a podcast?
No.
Oh, okay.
Saved by format. Technically, she doesn't have a podcast.
Technically.
Yeah.
She only has a successful news channel that she
Only.
runs.
Yeah, just that.
Not a podcast.
That.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. You think that's a good this thing.
You know?
Yeah. I like that. That made you more legit.
Thanks.
First Kashmiri woman to have a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully
What's the
not the
actual first one comment? Like, excuse me. I don't think I'm the first Sindhi woman to have a podcast.
You're the first Sydney woman to do High Rocks.
No. I haven't done it, first of all. And I'm pretty sure.
First Sindhi creator to sign up for High Rocks.
I will say there's not a lot of Sindhi creators when I started.
First
But I
Sindhi
don't think I was the
female
first.
comedian.
I'm not a comedian.
You are.
Who's gonna? I'm not. Just by format.
Okay.
I might be a funny podcaster at best.
First funny podcaster. Leading us
Damn.
all the way.
Really? No, I feel like we need more mental gymnastics to make me the first at something, but I appreciate your attempt.
First Sindhi comedian to do a chin up. Show me.
I think Atul Khatri can do a chin up.
We had to take a break. Everyone was laughing. We're like, obviously, this episode is amazing. They were just laughing at our struggle trying to come up with what we were the first at. So, every main character, a good main character, has a wound that makes them who they are.
My dad. he made me the way that I am, if that's your question.
Yeah, well, what about him?
Just an asshole. I'm joking.
What about your dad made you the main character that you are today?
Just neglect from my parents. What made you the main character?
Just a caregiver to my mother. A single mom who works 2 jobs.
Just the time I got slapped.
No, I never got slapped.
No, I'm talking about me.
Yeah, I know. I'm also adding since I'm a main character as well.
She's so right. There's something so not main character about eating chicken and rice right now.
It's okay.
But I'm sorry, I'm hungry.
Is there
What's
a
your
wound?
origin story actually?
My origin story. My origin story is that first born to my parents, and my dad was always traveling. So I think I was just kind of like thrown around, not thrown, gently escorted from my grandparents to wherever.
Nudged
else.
around.
Yeah. And I was one of the first babies of the family, so I got a lot of attention. I think that's my origin story. My pick me and validation comes from the fact that I used to perform like a monkey for my relatives, and they really enjoyed it. And I got so much undivided attention for about 5 or 6 years. Then my other cousins and my sibling came along. And by that point of
Ruined
time,
it.
I had peaked anyway. So no one could take away what I brought to the table. You know, they were all very like, all of them were like very specific, and they had their own little weird personalities. But me,
Weird.
I was
I
like
was
a ray of
perfect.
sunshine. Yeah, I was like at making other people have a nice time. I was good, and that carried with me into the rest of my life.
That's so funny because I'm the youngest of, like, basically, not the youngest, I guess. In my first cousins, I'm the youngest. And then we had a lot of cousins living next to each other. And we were all just 1 year apart. So you kind of had to break out and do something weird that not everyone else was willing to do.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like, I'm the Samantha
Of
of
the
Sex and the City, of my family.
yeah. I feel like I'm a Charlotte of my family.
Yeah.
Like they'll be like, laugh, I'll laugh. They'll say, cry, I'll cry. Whatever they say, I'll do.
You'll do, yeah. No, I was like, let me do something outrageous. Any attention is good attention.
India's next top model.
Truly.
Is there a wound that you're building your personality from now?
A wound?
Yeah.
No, honestly, just like always trying to be the center of attention.
The nexus is that you don't ever want to be in a world where no one's like laughing at your jokes or looking at you.
I want to be the center of attention in a tasteful way. Where, like, you know, if more people are vying for attention, I'm like, this is lame. Then I'll be the quiet one. If it's the time to get attention, I'll be quiet.
I don't think either of us can operate in a world. It's never worked out for us where we have said, okay, you know what, ज़्यादा बात कर ली, let's try to be mysterious in today's social circle.
We haven't been able to.
We haven't. There is no way. I go into a room and I'm like, you know what, today I'm going to be reserved and I'm not going to like, you know, be
Yeah.
screaming from the rooftops. And
Can't
it
do
takes
it.
2 seconds for me to break that promise.
Yeah, but you know how I picture you and me? It's like the main show is happening somewhere, and we have collected like a group of black ticket people in a corner.
Like in the VMAs, like the main stage, Miley Cyrus is performing, and then outside in the garden, there's another concert.
We are those people. That like, like in a back room, someone wants to come gamble. That's us. Like, it's a fun time. It's just not the main event.
It's a fun time. And I would love to live on the fringe of the main event. The main event has too much pressure.
But you know, I don't know why this is coming to my head right now. But anytime, like Naina and I've started using, okay, full courtesy, Naina, hafta collector as an insult.
What?
Like, this
How is
person
this
looks like
courtesy
a
me?
hafta collector. Because I only learned this verbiage from you and I'm obsessed. Like,
Hafta.
Hafta, the energy of a hafta collector to describe someone is so fun. It's so fun.
How do you pick up like the thing that I have no memory of saying? You're like this thing that you did, and
Like finger blasted.
which I removed from the edit.
I know. And which I've been dropping like a bomb.
Okay, I'm going to give you some situations and you tell me what your reaction is as a main character and then as a side character.
Go for it.
You're known for being the funny one, but today you're just not feeling it. Do you perform anyway?
No. I feel like, at least in the podcast, no one's expecting anything from us. If they were, then they would have given us 100k subs. But clearly, they've shown they don't give a fuck about us. So why? But also, I feel like the set is super curated and everything, but you and I show up as our selves, and whatever we're feeling for weeks on end or
Yeah.
one-offs or anything, we're pretty good at balancing each other out.
True. But I don't agree. I feel like in any situation when I was not supposed to do something and I was asked to do it, I would do it anyway. Like I would perform. And it would not end well. It would, you can feel, because like audiences can feel when you're struggling, when you're being inauthentic or when you're pushing really
Yeah.
hard. But the system in my body, like the dam gates have opened and they're like, there's no way we're holding back. So take all of this slop that's coming out.
But more than anything, I feel like not even as an end result, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about when you perform when you don't want to, you can't fucking walk the next day. You're so drained.
Yeah, fair.
So more than anyone else, I think it's you that gets harmed.
Yeah, but you'll do it
Yeah, for
regardless,
sure.
right? If a plane is hijacked, are you the kind of character who keeps everyone calm?
No, no eye contact. Look down. If he says stand on one leg, you comply with a fucking person who's hijacked the plane. I'm not gonna be like, excuse me. I think everyone must. I'm like a Jaan Pyari. Like everything is fun and games, and there's no actual threat. When you be like, hey guys,
I would do the next one, which is comfort a kid. I would comfort the kid so
if the
hard.
kid is crying, I'll nudge it forward. Like.
Take the kid.
इसको लो. Bro, I would be so like even if I was in the same row, you know how like on a flight you're like all strangers, but if your co-passenger's acting like a loser, you feel kind of like fuck, this is coming
Yeah.
from here.
I would get stuck to a bad co-passenger who would end it for the entire
Yeah,
row.
bro.
You know?
And you can't even like then you have to sit in the seat, and then this guy's probably been like pissed himself because eventually the guy has like whacked him in the head, and you can't like also in a hijacking situation, when's an appropriate time to pull out your iPad and start watching the movie?
Yeah, like if it's hijacked, I might as well finish. I
Might
need
as
to
well
know how
the
this ends.
conclusion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this I would do. Try to unite everyone and overthrow the hijackers.
Would you?
I would 100%. I'm just waiting for those, what are those people in the air marshals to make like a sign?
Someone scratches their ear. You're
I'm
like,
like,
it's a
tell me
sign.
what needs to happen. I will do it.
No, I'm not doing anything, bro.
This
Firstly, the
you
mo-
would do.
the- what?
Try to attack and overpower hijacker
no
alone.
chance. No. freaking-
Alone you would do it.
No way, bro. I'm not. I'll be like the perfect Stockholm syndrome victim. I will comply with everything in the hope that he'll let me go. But then I'll talk about it in therapy for like 60 years after, like how I was oppressed. But I'll do it. My survival instinct, I feel like, is strong.
But I feel like if you're in a plane that's hijacked, that is such a larger than life situation. I would like
Yeah.
to go out
With a bang.
Yeah, knowing that I did
You'll
some-
be a statistic, sweetie. If you die in a hijacking, you know it'll be like 1 dead, 3 injured.
first Indian female podcaster dead,
Shut up.
3 injured.
Can you imagine you and I are traveling together, but you sprung for business, I'm an economy, and you're enjoying your champagne, I'm fighting for my life at the back.
Yeah, because hijackers, they don't go to business. They only harass the economy passengers.
Yeah, that's how it works
Yeah.
on flights.
No overhead and you're getting hijacked. Robber steals a purse from a lady and she yells for help. Do you run behind the robber and try to help?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to believe I would run
Me too.
behind a
But if they
robber.
pull out a knife or something, I would not.
Yeah.
This happened very recently. There was this guy fighting with another guy on the road, and everyone was like, "Don't look, don't look." But it was like, why are you fighting? And generally in Mumbai,
Guys, stop. Why are you fighting?
no, because generally in Delhi, if I see two people fighting, I'm like, this will not end till it ends. In Mumbai, when two people fight, they'll give one gali and then they're on their way. So I'm like, okay, they'll give the gali and everyone's called it a day. They were at it. Okay, and I was like, someone needs to do something. So I was like, I've been boxing for 1 month. It's me. I have the upper body strength,
That's
and if the
insane
round is
work.
only 30 seconds, I think I can overpower this man. So
You tap out.
I'm like, आप rules से नहीं खेल रहे हो. No face. But yeah, so then I was like, maybe I should get out. And the minute I was going to get out of the car, this guy pulls out a fucking knife and he starts going to stab him.
What?
Yeah, I was like, this is not the Bombay I know. This is
Excuse me, sir. Knife mat nikalo. No, I'm not taking that risk.
so that guy was like really he was like coming in and doing this like, and that, go with a full, like, go with one motion, I can stop it. But when you do this,
Like he's doing a thumb war.
that's why I never win at thumb
No,
wars.
bro, you don't need a knife also. Someone I know. But basically, this huge fight had happened on the streets of Bombay, and this one biker went to slap this guy, and his sister was sitting in the rickshaw with him, and at the same moment, she leaned forward to push that guy, and she got budged out so badly in her face. This was 7 years ago. She's had 2 surgeries, and she still has nerve damage in her face.
Jesus Christ.
You don't need a knife.
Yeah, you don't need a knife.
Don't go, bro.
No, I didn't
Please,
go. I didn't
don't
go. I did
I
not
can't
go.
run this podcast alone. Plus,
Just the calls would kill you.
anyway, people think that you have resting bitch face. If it just gets stuck like that, you're fucked.
A heated argument breaks out between your friend group. Do you mediate, take a strong side, stay neutral, leave the situation, or watch silently? I watch loudly, but I watch. I will be like, did you see what she did?
But she said this about you.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
You didn't hear? Oh, I
Oh.
thought you knew.
If you're not supposed to know, I didn't say anything.
Your good old shit stir is unmatched.
And that's a skill I feel like you can't pass down unless you make an effort. Like you have to teach your kids to shit stir.
Is shit stirring main character energy or side character energy?
It's Narad Muni, side character.
Excuse me?
Narad Muni, there was a sage in the Mahabharata that can transcend through heaven, earth, and hell. And his entire thing was that he would spread gossip.
Oh.
I know this because I've been called Narad Muni since I was 8.
Okay, lastly, you're stuck on an island with a group of people with limited food. Already a lost cause.
Oh God.
Start making plans to ration for everyone carefully, secure extra for yourself quietly, or do you wait for someone else to decide?
I would secure for myself. Would you not?
No.
What?
I would ration it equally.
I would.
According to everyone's muscle makeup. So the people who have a lower body fat percentage get higher protein.
That's sick.
I'm kidding. I would ration it equally.
No, I would steal some for myself.
Why?
Survival of the fittest.
Would
There's if everyone's gonna die, no one in the afterlife is gonna be like, oh, she ate one less eclair.
what do you think you're getting marooned with? Fucking crumblet
Pooja
menu.
Dhingra.
Okay. That is the end of the questions.
What's the time you would start eating humans?
I was gonna ask, like, if that's what the situation has to end, where we all turn on each other and look at each other as food, I would rather die first.
I would sacrifice myself.
Yeah.
If people are gonna eat me anyway at the end, because who wants to eat humans? You eat.
You eat.
I don't want.
What?
I only want my pad krapa. I'm not a picky eater, but I also have my
Yeah,
limitations.
I also draw my line at human
Yeah,
flesh.
yeah, yeah. You have
Okay.
to like filter out your piss to drink water and all.
Yeah, I feel like one day all the reels that I watched on survival, if I'm actually marooned on an island, like I will remember. You know,
Yeah.
like the soap box soap, you have to cut it into cubes.
So where are you getting marooned with soap?
I'm guessing we would be like off a flight or a cruise or something.
So off a flight, then your luggage is there, no?
There'll be soap
Okay.
or a body wash.
Or a body wash.
And then you have to like prick holes in the cap of a bottle
Why?
so that you can make a shower.
Your priority when you get marooned on an island is to shower.
These are the only reels I saw.
So you're gonna take fresh water
Okay, I'll
and
tell
you're
you.
gonna shower with it on.
If you guys are ever marooned and you
Don't
have
listen to
with you
Naina.
a plastic bottle of water, and you have with you a syringe,
Okay.
you have to take the syringe, the bottom part, put it into the bottle, then you put the water from the top, and then you use that as a lever, and it lets out the right amount of water to wash your hands.
I'm really not concerned about washing my hands. Call me a disgusting freak if you want.
I don't know how to survive. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
If the whole Moss
We're all
team,
gonna die.
if the whole Moss team was marooned on an island, who do you think would survive the longest? Who do you think would get out first? And who do you think has no hope?
I think everyone would survive,
Everyone would survive, but I'm saying who do you think would
thrive.
thrive? Just by gender, I feel like it would
See,
be
I'm
Yog.
telling you, Ashna would start eating people first because she's very competitive. The minute there's a lack of nutrition, she's like, one of you bitches is my dinner. For sure.
I feel like Anusha would get out first because her driver would come get her.
And Bechari Amrita would be rationing the food equally, and Sakshi will come stealing it every night.
What the hell? I'm not a food stealer.
If anybody wants to know how to wash their hands, you know who your leader is. I'm right
Please
here.
strike 12 o'clock if there's anything sweet in the ration. You're the one who's going to go after everyone's asleep.
I can't help if PCOS has taken over my
Shut the
life.
fuck up. And Naina would also just be like not able to sleep for 4 nights if she can't watch something to
Bro,
sleep.
I'll be sleeping the hardest. My phone won't be ringing. It's
You
gonna be the best.
You don't keep your phone on DND.
You know, I'm the kind of person who like, fifth day I found the exit route, but I just pretend that I didn't. And I keep everyone there because I'm like, this life is so much more peaceful.
No, I would find a way. I would suck the ocean with a straw if I had to, but I would get out of that fucking island. If,
Oh.
if I have gym at 11 the next day, I'm not getting stranded.
Yeah, she just paid for 6 months to be
They
fair.
all fucking they'll pull out their laptops and make me read scripts or some shit. I'm not signing up for this.
All right.
I'm okay.
On that note,
On that note,
if you survive this far, you are a main character. And you can help us become main characters by subscribing to this channel, following this channel, hyping this video, and yeah, comment down below if you had a good one. See you next week.
see you.